The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, and yes, even some bizarre international treats, alone, head-to-head battles. We got it all. And we have more for you today than ever. Not only is it Ed and I, who we know you love, but we have Phil back.
Hey, guys.
And our long-lost best friend, Dave.
Yeah, I missed it so much. And you sitting here all by yourself, looking lonely.
So sad and lonely.
So I'm back. I'm back after 9 months of a fast, of a snack fast.
Snack fast.
I have not had one snack that had sugar or any carbohydrate, flour or sugar in anything for 9 months. And that's about to change right now.
Wow. Yes, it is. But does it have anything to do with what our snack is? Or is it really us?
So I kept saying, when am I going to break this? When am I going to break this? And then it was something new as far as I'm concerned. Ed, is this new?
This is indeed new. You know, what I found interesting, though, is there's no indication that they're limited editions. If you look on the packaging, it just says new. So I guess these are going to stay permanent unless probably they don't sell, and then they'll go in the graveyard.
Well, I think I was duped a little bit because
I thought you were getting limited editions?
No, I thought it was different than it is.
Oh, yeah.
And the show's ready to start. We're talking about the Oreo, and this Oreo is not the episode you had just a couple of episodes ago against the different size stuff. But this one has nothing to really do with the stuff.
Well, it has a little bit to do with the stuff, but there is extra funny business, which we legit called funny business before the show.
This is the chocolate marshmallow Oreo, but I thought the marshmallow was in the stuff, but it's in the cookie.
It's so weird. When you look at the packaging, I was like, oh, there's stuff all over the picture of the Oreo. There's not stuff on the picture of the Oreo. There's actual marshmallow in the Oreo. So go figure.
So they've done a lot of things with the stuff over the years.
Sizing, flavors, sometimes textures, because they had the one that was had something like in it, right? Was that a Pop Rocks one? Did I dream of it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Did I dream of that? By the way, we dream of snacks.
We dream of Oreos.
This is not just a hobby. This is a vocation. This is a calling.
But this is in the cookie. I don't know that I remember. I don't ever remember messing with the Oreo cookie.
No, sometimes they'll stamp it differently for a limited edition. But
or there'll be flavors like the graham cracker one, the carrot cake one.
Right, and they have the golden Oreo.
Yes, fan, by the way, big fan.
Same
big fan.
But we're adding a second Oreo, which may take care of this because the filling is different, right? What do we have here?
This one is caramel coconut Oreo, which I honestly didn't know existed, and I'm super pumped about.
Right. So imagine 9 months I haven't had sugar. It's caramel, which is sugar. And then it's marshmallow, which is sugar. So I don't know what happens after 9 months that I have this. I was saying I'm a little concerned.
You're going to bounce right off the ceiling.
I might poop myself. I'm so excited.
We'll let you know.
9 months of not having anything, and this is going to be an overload. I'm so excited.
So on the red velvet cake, they mess with the Oreo. It's actually red.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, but that's color, because we said they also do that for the blonde Oreo and for the graham cracker.
And it actually tasted exactly
But there's never been like funny business in there. It's not like there's a speckled one.
I'm reviewing all the varieties now while we get started.
It's going to take them the entire episode into next one.
Oreo has been doing it for sure. I mean,
yeah.
They got it going on with.
They really don't often mess with the cookie.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So you officially went from a keto Guido to a Cheeto Guido.
Yes. So I'll tell you what happened because of this show. I ended up gaining so much weight doing the show, and the killer of all was going to the Snack Expo. Me and Ed went to Chicago, and we did a 3-day binge, and I gained another like 10 pounds or something coming back from that, and I said, I got to stop it. What am I going to do? So I went cold turkey, and thank you for taking the reins while I ended up doing this. I lost 42 pounds. Whoa. So thank you. Oh, yeah. So at the beginning of the show, and somebody told us before, well, I don't like your intro or something, eating snacks so you don't have to. No, it is there for this purpose reason. 42 pounds eating these snacks so you don't have to. We don't want you to eat the ones that aren't good. We want you to eat the ones that are good, but we have to eat them all. Yep. And sometimes we have to eat snacks before we even do a show because it is worthy of being on the show to begin with. Yeah. So there is something that, is giving to the show that we give everything we have into it, even our bodies. I did, and now it's time. I brought it back down, and we're going to see what's going to happen. It's not going to be good.
So we do Oreos so often. I'm not doing the history again. People can go back to the old episodes. So really, all there is to say about these ones is they appear not to be limited editions, and they hit retailer shelves in January.
All right. It's 9 months in 6 minutes. I don't think we have to wait any longer than 9 months and 6 minutes.
And you want to start with, it was really the chocolate marshmallow that got you, right?
I'll take one of each.
I'll take
Slide them down to Phil.
Thank you.
And how are you on an Oreo, Phil? Are you the one that twists it open, or do you bite right in? Or?
I don't bite. I just go the whole thing.
Oh, you're
the whole thing, and I like the mega stuffed. The mega stuffed Oreos are the real deal.
That's a vote.
So the stuffing inside this marshmallow Oreo is black.
Right.
So it's the chocolate cream.
So it is messed with the center, and it's messed with the cookie. I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going for the cookie first.
Yeah, and I don't know.
First bite after 9 months. And every bit as great as I thought it was.
Now, the center may very well be the same as the chocolate Oreo. Right? I don't think they made any changes to the center.
Taste the cookie separate.
Yeah, the cookie is way different.
It's, those marshmallows you put in the hot cocoa packets? Mm-hmm. I've eaten them separate because I'm me. And this is exactly what it tastes like.
Like cocoa, kind of.
Like the cocoa powder stuck to the outside of the marshmallows in the packets.
Right.
And
it's a cookie.
And it's not just the marshmallow flavor. You can get little bits of marshmallow and get the texture of the marshmallow right in the cookie.
Wow, I've never taken Oreo apart and eaten it.
No?
No.
We're opening new horizons for you.
That's great.
Well, so you can get into everything. I'm very happy with the cookie. I like the cookie. The stuffing by itself is artificial tasting to me.
Yeah, it's cocoa.
Little overly sweet, but I guess that's every Oreo stuff.
And I can imagine right now my taste buds are
on fire.
Exploding.
Yeah.
Well, the texture is different, too.
While you chomp on that, let me tell you the first news story.
Ready?
Believe it or not, the first news story involves Oreos.
Okay. Perfect.
The next in a long line of Oreo limited editions has been announced. Any guesses? No.
It's neither of these, right?
Nope. Oreo has announced tiramisu flavored Oreos, which will come loaded with not one, but 2 layers of cream. So they're going to layer the cream in these tiramisu Oreos. And you know all about tiramisu, right, Dave? Ladyfinger cookies soaked in coffee, mascarpone, drizzled with espresso, little cocoa powder.
Big fan. I know you're surprised at that, but big fan.
Now, according to the information we have on hand right now, the cookies will be available for purchase in April. They'll only be available for a limited time, so we'll be keeping an eye out for those.
Okay.
You know what would be good? A cannoli Oreo.
Cannoli filling.
Cannoli filling in an Oreo.
On the Oreo cookie. Look at you're a genius.
Yeah.
This is why we have Phil here. I talk to Phil regularly about snacks. He eats more snacks than I do. There's not many people. Again, I've been off for 9 months, but I'm going to make a strong comeback.
Well, maybe we should move on to the next before I tell you some more Oreo news.
This is the caramel coconut flavored cream.
This one smells very strong.
It looks like the regular cookie, but the inside is different.
No, you got to taste the cream separate. You got to do it separate.
The cookie, I was thinking, has a little coconut to it, but it's only probably because it touched the cream.
Yeah.
It's not
This
really
tastes
there,
like
right?
something.
Very standard cookie.
The cream definitely has coconut in it.
This is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I find the caramel on this tends toward a burnt caramel. A little bit of that flavor.
Wow.
This tastes like another snack. This tastes like...
Come on, Jess.
No,
Maybe
I know.
you dreamt it.
Don't laugh. I've had some of my best snack ideas when I was asleep.
I love
I'll think of it.
The texture of it seems softer, too, than a standard stuff.
But gritty. But this is the same thing with the chocolate. The chocolate was almost like gummy. Is that what the word would be? Like a little more gelatin was in it or something?
Yeah.
It tastes high end.
I just love watching Dave eat a fat snack after 9 months.
Oh my God!
What's it like, Dave? Give us.
It's every bit as I remembered it would be. I'm not disappointed at all.
I mean,
I'm on the snack authority because I'm a snack authority. I belong here. I love it.
Does it taste better than if you ate it every day?
no.
It's just
good
the same.
whenever.
I miss it more that I just had it.
Right.
I've been saying I'm okay. The first few weeks was hell.
Rough.
And then I settled in and I was okay and I got through it. And now that I have this, I don't know, it's almost a drug, right? Well, why did I leave?
I got to tell you that filling is incredible, but super sweet.
Yeah.
You know, after you're through the initial flavor burst, that's sugar.
By eating it by itself, but with the cookie on it, it's not super sweet. So.
I find it sweeter than
You know what it
the
reminds
chocolate, sweeter than the regular.
You know what it reminds me of? The coconut one. You know those, and I know it has no comparisons, but the maple.
That's it. The maple cookies. The maple leaf cookies.
The maple leaf cookies, like the candies.
Yeah.
Phil, gee whiz, he's good.
Yeah.
You can just it's not maple, but you could taste it between the two combined.
I got excited in my head. I'm sorry.
There is a little maple.
So good.
But see, that's softer than a regular Oreo.
Oh, yeah.
I can squeeze the cream out.
Yeah.
You were saying that when you picked it up, because usually with an Oreo, when you pick it up, the cream kind of holds everything together.
Yeah.
It's like the glue that makes the world go round.
Right, and I had an
different.
accident taking the Oreo out.
Oreo incident.
An incident, yeah.
Yes.
We'll have to file an Oreo incident report. Now,
It is
Maple
sweeter.
cookies. So smart.
It is sweeter certainly
Yeah,
than the
and-
other
So
one.
smart.
and you know what it is?
No, wicked
You don't
smart.
notice when all the flavors first hitting you. It's on the finish.
Yeah, after.
You know, oh boy, that
Still
was
there.
sweet. Now, let me give you another Oreo news story. Dave probably won't understand this story. Well, because do you know about Supreme?
Yes, I do.
You know, oh,
Not the
Gianna told
Supremes.
you.
Gianna's boyfriend is big into
Hip hop,
yeah,
clothing
sneakers,
line, right?
and they did
or
a
urban
no
clothing.
They
idea
did a
what they're
drum.
talking
They
about.
did. I actually know about what you're talking
Wow,
about. Huh?
Is
How
Dave the only one who
Huh?
knows?
You're talking like the sneakers and all that
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Supreme,
and you know, big on the color red.
right.
Okay.
But, so
And I knew the Supremes from the 60s.
Well,
That's the one I knew.
that's
Okay.
not. So, Jess, you don't know about this?
Supreme clothing.
I know about the Supremes.
Yeah.
Diana Ross.
No. This is
That's what I got. She wore a red dress. Don't laugh. I
Ain't
know.
no mountain high enough.
okay. So,
Okay.
Supreme is a notoriously pricey hyper beast streetwear brand.
Hyper Beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever the heck that. I mean, we're old, Dave. Come
Yeah.
on. They've got an upcoming spring-summer accessories line that'll be introduced on next Monday.
Okay.
You know what's part of their line?
Oreos.
Yes.
I knew it.
So they are introducing the SS 20 line, including an $8 3-pack of Oreos.
A 3-pack for $8.
Yeah, and I saw a picture
with their name on it.
Yeah, and I believe the cookie itself will be red with the Supreme logo on the cookie. They're not out yet. And on eBay, some people were listing them for $17,000 for the 3-pack.
And not even out yet.
But they don't have them.
And I understand that's how it works. When they ended up having this drum, we're talking about a $300 drum that is $20,000 before it came out.
It's all speculative because nobody has it. They hope to get one and sell it for that.
And then when it goes on sale, everybody rushes and hits the button to end up doing it. Then the people that do it, and then you see the prices end up dropping. Very interesting. I'm into marketing and promotion and stuff. Very interesting of what happens there. It's an art type thing. Of the value is there's only so many of them, and this is what it becomes. But the unfortunate thing that happens to these things is the bottom falls out. Beanie Babies, right? Boom! All of a sudden, the bottom falls out, and then they become worthless again.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I forgot how hip you are. You know all about this stuff.
Just for the marketing and interesting to watch it. Somebody gets stuck at the end of it, so people are making money right now.
So yeah, I mean. $8 is still a high price for 3 Oreos, but if you can resell it,
oh yeah, the whole thing is the resale.
That probably didn't cost $8.
No, those were a little.
Phil,
less.
Don't be shy. Go in there and go through a whole row if you like.
Maybe one more. I like this one. But the see how consistent they show it on the outside when you open it?
No.
Not
Actually,
even like that.
So he's looking at the chocolate marshmallow with inconsistent, not it fooled me. It wasn't what I expected to be. The inside, I think, was a little fake tasting.
Yeah.
This is what I broke the diet for. And
you thought that was the one you were going to love.
Correct. That's what I was expecting. And I was disappointed with that, even after 9 months of not eating an Oreo. But when it comes to the caramel coconut, exceeded my expectations.
Very good.
And I loved it. But I agree with you that it is not initially sweet. It's afterwards you say, wow, that was sweet. But like eating, you ever eat the like a Tootsie Roll type of thing of caramel, it's just all caramel. Right.
Yep.
You eat that a little while later, you go, wow, that was awful
I think
sweet.
the caramel hits you on the finish.
Caramel.
Either or either.
Okay.
It depends.
All right.
Now, I will say, and I was concerned about the caramel coconut. I just thought, if it hits on the chemical side, that's going to be bad. But it tasted very natural.
Yeah, very good. Surprisingly naturally tasting, where the other one was a little something funky going on with the filling.
Funny business.
What do you think? Like a Samoa? Like a Girl Scout cookie? Samoa?
I just had that last night.
Yeah.
That between the maple and the...
I just had the Caramel Delights yesterday, which is the other, we already talked about this, the other bakery, not the Samoas. This has a longer finish than the other ones. When I had the Caramel Delights, we were eating them. They were delicious. Then as soon as you're done eating them, pretty much. This one, I'm still tasting coconut caramel, and I didn't even finish my Oreo.
We talked about it a long time ago, having the cookies from the Girl Scouts. There's 2 different bakeries, and they're called 2 different things.
ABC, Little Brownie Bakeries.
Yeah. Go back to an old episode. Check that out. We learned a lot. You learn on this show. There's learning and there's eating, and so what are we doing now? Do we recommend? Do we pick one?
I think on this episode we will pick our favorite, and I always like to say, would you prefer this over an original?
Wow.
Yeah, and the original amazingly holds pretty much the whole championship. It's rare people prefer
anything over the original. The original is the original. It's a tough one, but this is so unique and different. I think if I could go first, I prefer the caramel coconut for sure over the disappointing chocolate marshmallow. And one thing I said when I did it tastes expensive. It tastes way more expensive than an Oreo. Let's assume it was an Oreo. It was a separate cookie altogether. I'd pay more for this than an Oreo. because it seems like a whole different snack.
Yep, take the branding out of it and make it a high-end cookie.
Yeah, I'd pay extra for that. So I would say I would take that over a regular Oreo. And by the way, big fan of the regular Oreo. Huge.
So I would say definitely this. The only downside is in a regular Oreo, I can eat an entire sleeve. This I can eat like 2 or 3, and then I'd be content. So weight-wise, I'm
is
probably
that a
good
downside?
With this one.
Yeah, that might be an
But
upside.
Regular Oreos, there's no.
This one meaning caramel.
There's no
coconut,
limitations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have to say that, but I mean, I still like the original too.
Over that?
I'd probably say it's just. I mean, it's good for a couple, but it's just too sweet.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say original, but I do like it, and that one, not really. I didn't care that much for it.
Yeah, disappointing chocolate and marshmallow.
Caramel coconut is the clear winner. I would, in the right mood, prefer it over the original. And the original is way better than, what did you say, the disappointing chocolate marshmallow?
Yeah.
That one had a little aftertaste of disappointment.
Yeah.
Guess what, guys? You're wrong.
Oh, of course. I remember you.
And I actually had an episode where we were completely in concert. So this is not always the case. I still have the taste of the caramel coconut Oreo
And it's
in my
glorious.
mouth, and I really don't like it. Like I would eat the chapstick in my pocket to get the taste out of my mouth at this point. And I love coconut, so this is weird.
Is it too sweet?
Way too sweet.
Okay.
Way too sweet. I want to take the chocolate marshmallow Oreos. I want to separate them. I want to peel out the yucky filling. And I want to take that cookie and I want to put a piece of Hershey's chocolate in it with a marshmallow.
I thought there was marshmallow inside the center of the thing.
And you got excited, and then it was not.
And chocolate. Do you know what a mallow cup is?
Of course I do.
So a mallow cup is up there with one of my top favorite
Right up there.
things. Right at the top. If I ended up saving those little numbers that are inside, I could probably buy a house. I mean, I've bought a lot of mallow cups over the years. And that's what I thought I was getting here. And when it came out of the package, how disappointing with the flakiness of the cookie. The cookie by itself with the marshmallow wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
The filling ruined it when it came to this.
Ruined.
Now, what if you do caramel, coconut, marshmallow, do it together?
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Can you do that?
Hey.
Take it apart?
Do that.
All right.
You didn't invite
have a
me for
minute to
nothing.
do
No, that's it. So Phil's going to take it apart, and he's going to make a Frankenstein Oreo.
Oh, my gosh.
This thing's happening here.
So you take apart the cookie thing, put it
See,
in.
Then you got to scrape out the
What
film.
about we just do this?
No.
Oh, that's cheating.
It's the chocolate.
Yeah,
It's gonna.
you got to Frankenstein this thing.
I know. He doesn't have tools.
I know.
Yes, he does. He has his bare hands. That should be enough.
Well, just lick the chocolate filling out and then make one
So
per
like
day.
that?
No.
No.
He doesn't
yucky
want the
chocolate.
chocolate. He wants 2 chocolate or marshmallow wafers.
You got to eat the. You got to take the bullet, man. Peel it out.
Yep.
He's all confused here. He can't do it. Somebody.
Yeah, get rid of that chocolate.
Oh, it came right
nonsense.
off.
Yeah.
Get rid of the chocolate?
Get rid of the chocolate. Get rid of the original cookies, and you got to put the.
It's going to be hard, I
Melty
think,
stuff.
with the caramel coconut.
So the marshmallow
Wipe it right
cookie.
in there.
There he goes. He got it.
You got to wipe it off the regular cookie in there.
Oh, the regular cookie, yeah.
That's all right.
I mean, the regular
think it's
cookie
close.
won't disturb it too much. Yeah, see, you got
This
to
is
do
like
a scrape.
Gentle. Just eat it at this point.
Just go for it.
Savagery.
But he's the whole cookie. He throws
Phil-
the whole thing in the mouth.
Yeah.
I never did that unless I dunked it in the milk, cold
with
milk.
a Dunka.
Phil will work on his reconstruction project after the episode.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
You can taste the marshmallow.
Okay.
You can. It's pretty good.
So if you guys ever have an idea of a snack we should dig into, an idea of anything to pair against each other, please contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com.
Hey,
Please let your
next
snack eating
week, next
friends know about us, because we're going to be sharing some special stuff with you next week.
Big news
God,
next
I forgot.
week. Big news.
Big news, big secret news. Well, kind
Yeah.
of secret news, but you're going to find out, and then we're going to talk about it, snack about it.
It's huge.
Give us a 5-star rating. We like that. We'll see you next week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.